So my name is Abdulla Lootah. I'm the Director General of the UAE Federal Competitiveness and Statistics Authority. I'm very honored and privileged to be here in the OECD building, attending a very important conference on capacity development when it comes to statistics, which is organized by Paris 21. There are different means and there are different tools with which we can achieve capacity building when it comes to statistics. But there is one vital and important part in this conference, which I felt coming across in a very good way. Global partnerships towards development. This is goal number 17 in the SDGs, and it's beautiful to see this actually being translated into concrete discussions and hopefully some good declarations and projects that will be announced in the coming maybe few weeks, few months, or in Bern in October 2020. The Bern Network, I think it's a very honorable cause. It aims at so many different things, but I can summarize it in few words. It will ensure national statistics offices around the world, especially in the least privileged countries, are actually there, robust, providing quality data, not only for their national use, but also for international use. So this is one. The second thing is it will work on creating innovative ways that will help national statistics offices around the world in advancing the way we do business. The traditional way will remain there for so many years to come. But with the world and how fast it's changing, with government officials and public, private sector, waiting for so many weeks, sometimes months, to get one piece of information or data or statistics is something that they will not tolerate in the future. Policymakers need to make very well calculated decisions that must happen soon in order to do some major reforms, whether this reform is about legislative changes or policy reforms or announcing a new initiative or a project nationally or even internationally. The second item which I think Bern Network will provide is some innovative ways in handling how we can provide data in real time. The last thing which is Bern Network is about is actually global partnerships. There are countries that are privileged, that have history, that have well-established statistics system that goes hundreds of years back. And there are countries that don't have even the basic when it comes to statistics and data collection. It's the role of our countries that are gifted, that are blessed with resources, whether financial resources, whether talent, whether human capital, to extend our hands and extend our support to the least privileged countries and work with them to establish their national statistics system. Statistics systems are the backbones for any country to actually work on sustainability and to ensure the prosperity of the people of that nation. Whether you are a very small island in the South Pacific or the Caribbean, without data and without numbers, you will never be able to ensure that the future generations will actually live a good life. Regardless of where they sit and how old they are, what gender, they all want very basic information. Give me data which I need quickly, on time, because I have a study that I need to submit if I'm a researcher in the university, or I'm a PhD student, or if I'm a private sector, I would like to start a business in one of the neighborhoods, let's say in France or the UAE, and I would like to know what's the ecosystem around me, how many similar businesses are there. So these information should be available and made public. This is what's called open data and big data. So what we are trying to do in the UAE, we need to think like those people. Statistics systems have wealth of information and data, historical data. And for any business or any person or any government or any enterprise to think about the future, and to simulate the future scenarios, you need historical data. And who has the historical data? The national statistics offices around the world. So we have a treasure box of data which we can package and sell in very simple format. People cannot read documents that are thousands and thousands of rows and columns. People want dashboards. And maybe in the future they don't want dashboards, they want something much simpler than dashboards. They want things that they can access using their mobiles and iPads. So we need to actually try to import whatever technology is available today and translate whatever information we have into these particular tools and devices, so that the end user is actually feeling the importance of having data. We are credible, whether we are the National Statistics Office of the UAE or France or the UK or South Africa. We have very credible data, but we do not promote and market and communicate our products in a fast pace, not as fast as our audience would expect. If you have a 5-year-old boy or girl, or a 25, or a 45, or a 65, he or she will understand that particular image. But the 5-year-old and the 25 and the 45 and the 65, not all of them will understand the Excel sheet, the boring Excel sheet that we provide as national statistics, and I'll speak about the UAE provides. And that's the difference. This is where providing appealing and most dynamic tools that you can react to, and the tool can react to your needs. With a click of a button, you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you want to zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. This is the power of technology.